Hello everybody, I'm Allison from the Horse Trio, and today is episode 1 of the series of me completing my Arabian collection in Wild Horse Islands. So if you don't know, I did do an introduction video where I introduced that I would be collecting Arabians. So basically, I'm just going to be doing videos where I try to breed every single coat onto an Arabian, or just try to get every single coat onto an Arabian, so that I can complete my collection. So today I'm actually going to be breeding all the quarter horse coats onto an Arabian, or at least attempting to. So I'm really excited to see how that goes. Alright, so I'm actually going to be breeding 3 of every single quarter horse coat with an Arabian. So as you can see, I have 3 bay quarter horses, 3 black, 3 brown, 3 chestnut quarter horses, 3 gray quarter horses, 3 of the buckskin coat, 3 of the palomino ones, 3 of the white quarter horse coat, 3 of the bay roan quarter horse coat, and then 3 of the blue roan quarter horse coat. So those are all of the quarter horses that I'm going to be breeding onto an Arabian, or at least attempting to. I will be breeding all 3 of them with different Arabians, hoping to get all of the coats onto an Arabian. If I don't, oh well, I might make another video where I breed the rest onto an Arabian, or I might just do it in my own time. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how this goes, and I'm super excited to start breeding the horses and getting these coats onto an Arabian. There is a total of 10 quarter horse coats, so in total I have about 30 quarter horses, so I will be doing 30 rounds of breeding. But yeah, it should be really exciting, so without further ado, let's get started. Alrighty, here we are, and the first horse that I'm going to be breeding with is the bay quarter horses. So we're just going to jump right into it. I'm going to try to go nice and quickly so that we aren't just wasting time. So I have my bay quarter horse, and I'm going to choose just a random Arabian that I caught, while I was IUH hunting. And yeah, we don't have great odds of getting the Arabian, but let's see what we get. All right, and a bay quarter horse. Oh well, the odds were in favor of getting one of those. I mean, not sure what I expected for our first breed, but it's still pretty cute. Now I'm going to find our next Arabian and just do our next set of breeding. I do have quite a few Arabians, clearly a lot more mares than stallions, but that's okay. So this is our next bay quarter horse and Arabian. Let's go ahead and breed them. And, we got another bay quarter horse. Oh well, I mean, not sure what I was expecting. It does have the highest odds, and it's a bay quarter horse, basically the most common horse in the game, but still. All right, this is our last breed, so I'm hoping that we get the bay Arabian. Let's see. Yeah, by the way, all these horses are pretty much wild caught or bought. I haven't really bred any of them, but let's see. And no way, we got the bay quarter horse coat on an Arabian. Oh my goodness. 3rd time's the charm, apparently. Wow, it's so cute. I don't love that it's spooky. It's probably my least favorite personality, but it's still so adorable. Oh my goodness. Wow, she is so pretty. I mean, the most common coat in the game still looks gorgeous on Arabians. She's not even grown up yet. So I'm going to go ahead and lock her. And I think that I'm actually just going to quickly name her something. Actually, I have no way of really differentiating what I'm going to name them, but oh well. So yeah, that is all of the bay quarter horse coats that we have bred with, and it was successful. So I'm just going to go ahead and name her Bay because she's bay, and then I can kind of keep track of her a bit better. And then I'm just going to name these guys Breed because then I can just look through them. I'll probably sell most of them, maybe give you guys a chance to have them for free, but they are just quarter horses. But I'm super happy we got the bay Arabian, so let's move on to the next coat. Alrighty, the next coat that I'm going to be breeding is the black quarter horse coat. So I'm just going to choose an Arabian stallion, and then a black quarter horse mare, And yeah, we'll go ahead and see what we get. I'm hoping it's something at least cute. All right, and we did get a black quarter horse foal, which, that's kind of what I was expecting, especially after the bay quarter horses. I'm just going to go ahead and breed this girl, and now let's move on to our next one. So I need another Arabian. I'm just trying to see which ones will have the best odds without using my best Arabians. And then another black quarter horse mare. So yeah, let's go and see what these two give us. And another black quarter horse foal. But I do think that this is actually the black Arabian coat. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm sorry, I can't really tell. I think it might be. But anyways, we're just going to go right into the next breed and see what we get. Most of these are wild caught, so yeah. Let's see. And no way, we got the black quarter horse coat on the Arabian. Third try again. There's no way, 2 times in a row. Wow, that is crazy, and it's another little filly. Wow, isn't she just gorgeous? I can't believe we've had such good luck, especially because last time I did a breeding video, I think it was my Dutch warm blood and Frisian cross coats video. That was a while ago, but we had awful luck in that video. I don't think I bred a single Frisian, but so far we've already gotten 2 of the quarter horse coats onto Arabians, so we have had a lot better luck this video than last time, so I'm super happy about that. So yeah, she is gorgeous though, and I'm just going to take this out and compare it. Make sure that I didn't accidentally breed a black Arabian coat and I'm just completely off. But no, that is the correct coat. That's what I figured. But wow, that is crazy. She's honestly gorgeous. But yeah, we're going to move on to the next quarter horse coat, which is going to be the brown quarter horse coat. All right, so the next quarter horse that we're breeding with is the brown coat. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose one of these Arabian mares that I have. I'm just going to go with some of the more common coats and then get rarer Arabians as we breed rarer quarter horse coats. And all right, so we just got a duplicate of the mother, a bay Arabian, but it's still super cool. It's our first just common coat Arabian of the video, so that's nice. And we're just going to choose another Arabian stallion. I definitely have more mares than stallions. And then another brown quarter horse. So, yeah, hopefully we will get the brown coat onto an Arabian. But let's go ahead and see. And we got a brown quarter horse. So, close enough, but still just a quarter horse, but still pretty cute. And now for our last breed with the brown quarter horses. Let's go ahead and choose a good stallion. And who knows, maybe we'll get a brown Arabian the 3rd time again. I doubt it. No way, we did it again. We got a brown Arabian foal on our 3rd and final breed. That is crazy. Wow, 3 times in a row. No way. This mare, and it's a filly again. Wow. She is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Wow, I can't believe we've gotten this lucky so many times. That's honestly insane. Wow, that's cool. Once again, I'm just going to kind of double check the coat, make sure I'm not delusional, because I've done that before where I'm like, oh yeah, I bred that coat, and then it's not the right coat. So I always like to just quickly double check. Where did my filly go? I think I lost her. Oh, she was hiding behind it. So yeah, these are definitely the same coat. But I'm just going to go ahead and lock her, and she is so pretty. Oh my goodness. All right, after getting 3 Arabians in a row, I'm going to move on to breeding the chestnut quarter horse coat. All right, here we are, and I'm just going to go find a chestnut quarter horse. I apparently do not have any of them as mares, so I'm just going to choose a mare Arabian and then grab one of these chestnut quarter horses. Maybe we'll get it the 3rd time again. I mean, I really doubt it, but we'll go ahead and see. So this is our first breed, And we got a Bay Arabian coat quarter horse. So that is actually really interesting. I really actually like seeing different coats on quarter horses because you don't really see them that often. So that's honestly a really interesting coat on the quarter horse. All right, we're going to go to round 2 and go through with our next breed. So let's see what these two give us. Hopefully it's something good. And another chestnut quarter horse. Honestly, still super cute. I do really like the chestnut quarter horse coat. It's kind of interesting. It has like a lot of texture, but it's still cute. All right, last breed is third time the charm again. I mean, I doubt it, but you never know. So let's see. What are we going to get? And, third time is not the charm again. We just got a black Arabian foal. Oh well, it's still cute, and it is an easygoing colt, which easygoing is my favorite personality. So, yeah. Well, I think our luck has run out, but we still got a lot of good horses. So we're going to move on to the next quarter horse coat now. All right, the next quarter horse coat that we're breeding is going to be the gray quarter horse coat. So let's go ahead and select one of our gray quarter horses, and let's see what we get for our first breed. And we got a black, I believe that's the Arabian coat on a quarter horse. So that's honestly pretty cool. I mean, it looks pretty neat, but not exactly what I'm looking for. So let's move on to our next round, and let's see, what Arabian should I use? I'll just go with this black one, it's pretty cute. It has OG stats, and let's see what we get from these two. And we got a black Arabian foal, so basically a duplicate of one of the parents, but it is still super cute, and I mean, who doesn't love Arabians? So let's move on to our third and final round with our last gray quarter horse. Let's see, what stallion should I use? We'll go ahead with this Bay Sabino Arabian, and let's see what they give us. And we got a gray quarter horse foal with a gras mane and tail. Honestly, I feel like this is going to look really neat when it's grown up. I mean, it isn't the gray quarter horse coat on an Arabian, but it's still pretty neat, and we did get a lot of good horses this round. So with that round complete, let's move on to our next quarter horse coat, which is going to be the buckskin coat. All right, next up we're going to be breeding with the buckskin quarter horse. So let's go ahead and select that one. And then we'll just select a random Arabian mare. And let's go ahead and see what we get. And no way, first try, we got the buckskin coat onto an Arabian. Oh my goodness. And it has Ulf's black mane and tail. That horse is going to look stunning when it grows up. And it is another filly as well. So far, we've only bred fillies. But I think so far, this one is my favorite. It might just be the Ulf's black mane and tail. But I think that this horse is going to look stunning when it's an adult. So I will not be doing the other two breedings because I did end up getting the Arabian first try, and I don't really need to, breed the other two if I already got this Arabian. So I'm actually just going to stick with this one round. Sorry if you guys wanted to see the other two rounds, but I'm not going to use my money to breed with the last two quarter horses. So I'm really happy that we got this one first try. Maybe our luck hasn't completely ran out. But yeah, I'm super excited that we got her, and I really love the Ulf's black mane and tail. So next up, we're going to move on to our next quarter horse coat. Alrighty, so our next quarter horse coat is going to be the Palomino coat. So let's go ahead and select a mare. I'm really excited for the Palomino. I love the Palomino coat. It's actually one of my favorite of the quarter horse coats. So let's go ahead and see what we get. And we got a Bay Sabino Arabian foal, which actually probably had pretty high or pretty low odds of being bred. So that's an interesting breed. But let's go ahead and breed with our next Palomino quarter horse. And let's see what we get. And we got a chestnut Arabian. So not exactly what I'm looking for, but at least we're getting Arabians and not quarter horses. That is nice. All right, now for our last breed of the Palomino coat. Let's see. We're going to go with the Bay Sabino Arabian, and let's see what we get for our final breed. And we got a Palomino quarter horse. So not exactly what I was looking for, but I mean, it's still super cute, and we got a lot of good things this round. And I just realized that I forgot to name all of the foals breed. So I'm just going to quickly go back and find them. I believe it was 2 Arabians that I bred. So I'm just going to double check and name them breed. I think it was that chestnut one and then the Bay Sabino one. Oh, no, it wasn't this one. Sorry, I bred that one earlier. It was this Bay Sabino one. There we go. So it won't let me name it breed. Okay, we're just going to go... Let's just go with Brie because it's not going to let me. All right, there we go. So I kind of forgot to name them, but they're all named now. So yeah, that is good. And, you know, it wasn't the most successful round. We didn't get the Arabian or the Palomino quarter horse coat onto an Arabian, but we still got some nice horses. So yeah, let's move on to the next round. Alrighty, so our next round is going to be the white quarter horse coat. So let's go ahead and see if I can find a rarer Arabian, just so that we have a higher chance of getting the white coat. Alright, let's see what we get. And we got the black Overo coat on a quarter horse foal. Honestly, that's really interesting. I kind of want to see how that looks grown up. But let's move on to our second round. Let's see. I want to use a good Arabian, but not too good. We don't have great odds, but let's see what we get. And, ooh, we got the Bay Sabino coat on a quarter horse foal this time. Wow, actually, I want to see what that looks like as an adult as well. But let's see. All right, last round with the white quarter horse. Hopefully we can get it onto an Arabian. Let's see. Maybe. I'm trying to find a good stallion that'll give us decent odds. 8.19%. That's not great. All right, and we got the liver chestnut Overo onto a quarter horse foal. Another one that I'm honestly really excited to see as an adult. So overall, wasn't the most successful round, but we still got some cute quarter horse foals. So yeah, let's move on to our next round with the blue roan quarter horse coat. Alrighty, next round is going to be the blue roan quarter horse. So let's just go ahead and get our horses all set up so that we can start breeding. I want to try to choose some decent Arabians for these breeds just so we do have higher odds. We still don't have great odds, but I mean, let's go ahead and see what these 2 horses give us. And we got a blue roan quarter horse foal. I mean, there are worse things to get, but I mean, at least it's a duplicate, and if I don't get the Arabian with a blue roan quarter horse coat, I can breed with that one later. So let's move on to round 2. Ooh, we have a chance at a breeding unique. Interesting. All right, let's see. And we got another blue roan quarter horse foal. Interesting. All right. Well, we're moving on to round 3. Let's see if we can get the blue roan quarter horse coat onto an Arabian this round. I'm hoping we can. We still don't have great odds, but you never know. Let's see. And we got a buckskin quarter horse foal. So I believe that we got the common quarter horse coat from the breeding odds. So not the most successful breeding, but I mean, still, you know, it was close. It was close. We got 2 blue roan quarter horses, so those will be good to breed with in the future. But anyways, let's move on to the next and final round. Alrighty, here we are on the final round, and we are going to be breeding with the Bay Roan quarter horse coat, which also happens to be the mainland island unique coat. So let's go ahead with our first breeding round. Let's see what we get. And we got a chestnut quarter horse foal, so that is the common coat from the breeding odds. So let's just move on to round 2. I just realized that I've not been naming any of my foals breed for like the past 3 rounds, but I'll just do it afterwards. That's fine. So let's go ahead with round 2. And we got a Bay Arabian coat. So that is the common Arabian coat from these odds. So we keep getting common coats. So hopefully we can get the Bay Roan quarter horse coat onto an Arabian for our final breed. This is going to be the final breed of the video. So hopefully we can end it with a bang and get the Bay Roan Arabian. Let's see. And we got the black common coat Arabian. So, not the most successful round, but, the rarer the coats get, the higher or the lower the chances that you'll get them onto higher breeds. So, overall, I'd say that the video was super successful. We got 4 out of the 10 quarter horse coats onto Arabians. So, I would say that it was definitely a success. Alrighty, so after completing 30 breeds, this does conclude our video. We ended up getting 4 out of the 10 quarter horse coats onto an Arabian. That included the Bay, Black, Brown, and Buckskin quarter horse coat. Overall, super successful day. Now, I do have a question for you guys. Do you want me to make another video where I get the remaining quarter horse coats onto Arabians? Or do you think I should just do it on my own time and make the second video of this series where I breed probably Appaloosa coats onto Arabians? So comment what you guys would like to see. But yeah, overall super successful. By the way, if you haven't checked out, I did have a poll on the community post page. And I asked you guys if you thought that I should restart and get all of the Arabians all over again, or if I should just keep my current Arabians and go from there. Majority of the votes went to keep my Arabians and go from there, so that's what I'm going to be doing. By the way, thank you guys all so much for voting. I got 5 votes this time, which is a lot more than usual, so thank you guys for checking out the community posts. And just as a last thing for this video, I wanted to show you guys all the horses that I bred. So these are the 4 Arabians that we got this video. Super excited to see them as adults. And then I did rename all the foals we got sub because for some reason breed wasn't popping up. So if you are interested in getting any of these horses that say sub, just comment your Roblox username. I will friend you, join you sometime, and give you any of these horses or multiple for free. I'll only be holding on to them for probably a week or 2, and then I'll probably sell them or give them away to random people on the trading hub. So make sure that you guys are commenting so that you can get the horses as fast as possible. But anyways, today was definitely a success. I got 4 new Arabians to put towards my collection, and it was definitely a lot better than my last breeding video. So once again, thank you guys all so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye!